Hey guys, Shay here from Metra Electronics. Today we're going to take you through the process of how to load the Jeep-specific tune from your computer onto the Vibe DSP amp. It's very simple to do. Of course, in that kit, you got your instruction sheet. It takes you right to the website. I'm going to take you through step by step on how to load the tune from your computer to the amp. So stick around, let's get this process started. All right, so what do we need to do to get this Vibe amplifier programmed? Well, you can do it one of two ways. I'm going to show you how to do it here on the test bench by firing up the amplifier off the power supply. If not, of course, once the amp is actually installed in the vehicle, you'll be good to go because all your power connections will be set. If we're gonna do this on the test bench, first thing, no matter what, we need a USB-C cable. So that USB-C cable is gonna come plug in to the front here. If you're doing this on the test bench, you have that multi-pin connector that's going to give us a remote wire. So we're gonna plug that into there. I've already got a couple wires set up for my power and ground. So now we're gonna hook it up so that the power light fires on and then the amp turns on from the test bench. We'll also go through and show you how it looks when it's in the vehicle. So we have our USB-C cable plugged in here with our USB-A coming out. So we're gonna go ahead and take that and plug from that to that, and we'll go through the process of programming the DSP. Okay, so included in your package was a sheet with a QR code and a website to go to. That website's very important, that's your tech document. So when we load that page up, it's going to bring you to our landing page. Of course, we have other vehicle-specific kits available for GM and those vehicle-specific BMW speaker kits, but today we're talking about Jeep. Today's patient is a 21 Jeep Gladiator that we have been using as our test subject for some of these audio packages, but it's still using the regular base. So you'll see we have for amplified and non-amplified systems, okay? Within these icons, it's going to take you on a full step-by-step page. So since this Jeep's a 21, we're going to click here. You see along the side, everything's broken down. It talks about everything. We took the time to make sure that we had everything covered, good pictures, description, everything else. But today, since we're talking about the amp, we're gonna go to the DSP setup. So what's gonna happen? Well, it talks about the DSP setup. So there's two things you need to download when you're doing this. The first one is gonna actually be the file for the DSP software from Vibe. Right now, they only have a Windows-based version of the software. So what's embedded in this file here is the exe file. You're going to download that. The other file you're going to download is the actual tune file. Now, this is the one that we've already taken the time to go through and do all of the steps with the microphone setup. If you've seen our DSP video, you've seen how we do that. But we have all that loaded. Of course, you kind of see, it takes you through everything we're talking about right now. So once those files are downloaded, you're going to go through and unzip the exe file, install that program onto your computer. Your download file for the tune, you want to save that to a location that you know where to find it, usually your downloads folder, or maybe your desktop, and then you go through the steps. So what are the steps? Well, we have the amplifier set up on the test bench today. So if the amplifier is already installed in your vehicle, you're going to basically need to access that USB-C cable port on the amplifier. Once you do that, so I've already got the software loaded on this computer. So the first time you fire it up with the amp powered on, USB plugged in, I'm going to open up that Vibe DSP software. With the amp powered, you're going to connect here. You'll see it goes through and reads the device. So then we come into settings, and then you have 4 functions: save DSP, load DSP, save PC, load PC. The save DSP and load DSP would basically be files that are already loaded onto the amplifier. Now this is an unprogrammed amp, so there's nothing on it. So we're going to actually load PC. So once again, you're going to have downloaded that file wherever you saved it to. We're going to go ahead and pull up the file we need here. So this is a amplified system. We can just kind of show you here. So we choose that one file. We hit open. It's going to go through and it's going to load everything for us in the DSP software. And you're going to see the screen change a lot because now all the points, all the work's been done. So in this case, this is based off of a amplified system. So basically, when you look at the channels, you have the different channels. So that's example channel 4. That is actually the passenger side lower dash. You can see all the cue points we've already gone through and programmed for you in the programming sequence of DSP. Programming all of these on the RTA so we get that best curve. So with everything loaded in here, then we're going to save DSP. So we've loaded the PC file onto this computer, from the computer to the amplifier. Now we're going to hit Save DSP, and it's going to basically give us these buttons. So there are technically 6 programmable setups you could save to the DSP. We haven't gone through any of the other ones. We've mainly just done the one. So you can kind of click on the one, and we can change the name of it here to where it's going to be Jeep Tune, and then we hit Save. So now that file is saved to this amplifier. Since we're doing it on the test bench, once we install it in the car, everything's all ready to go. We'll show you how we connect it with the amp that's already in the car. We'll actually read the one that's in there since something's already programmed, but that is the basic setup. Just kind of explaining what you got on the screen here. These are just the channel markers, so they show you. So once again, channel 1, channel 2 are your tweeters. Channel 3 and channel 4 are your dash speakers. Channel 5 and channel 6 are your sound bar. And then channel 7 and channel 8 are your subwoofer outputs. So that's the one that's going to the separate amplifier that's in the driver's seat. If you have some issues for some reason, the tune doesn't load right, the main thing to look at also is on this main screen, this volume knob should be set about -5.3 on a scale up to 0. This is basically your overall DSP volume. So we've programmed this piece here to kind of max out to where we know you're not going to hurt any of the equipment based on the different settings that we've got set up. Everything's tuned right, and that's your overall system volume. So that's your main setup of the DSP.